Good day and thank you for joining us on BeeTv News Update at 3. I am Lee Waitman Joanna. Now the news in details. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebolo and Minister of Works Engineer David Umahi embarked on a joint inspection of federal roads across Edo Central and Edo South Senatorial districts.
I'm so excited with the pace of work, the quality of work.
He noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is committed to rewriting the history of road construction in Nigeria by ensuring durability and sustainability. He further applauded BOA International for its handling of the Benin-Ekpoma section of the expressway, describing the quality as excellent and urged the company to accelerate completion of its first 10 kilometers before the ending of October, warning that failure could result in termination of contracts nationwide. Umahi also sent a stern warning to federal directors and controllers, insisting they must leave their offices and monitor projects on site.
From Benin going towards Ekpoma, we have the first contractor, and that's CBC. It has 53 kilometers of the road. Let us build the first 53 existing carriageway.
Governor Monday Okpebolo on his part expressed gratitude to President Tinubu for prioritizing Edo.
To him because of what he has done for our people. He's like a miracle worker. He is a miracle worker. He has done it and he will do it and again and again.
Director of Federal Highways, Construction and Rehabilitation, Engineer Clement Ogbuagu, also commended BOA International for the quality of work delivered on the 30-kilometer Ekpoma section, explaining that the previous contractor's poor performance necessitated termination before President Tinubu re-awarded the contract under a tax credit scheme. Speaking for BOA International Project Manager Mohammed Rabi assured that the new concrete design being used would ensure longevity. Senior Special Assistant to the President of Community Engagement South-South, Gift John Bull, described the project as a direct product of renewed hope agenda, added that communities along the route are already feeling the impact of federal government. Edo State APC Chairman
Delta State Governor Sheriff Oboiwori has congratulated 24 newly commissioned military officers of Delta origin who were decorated. Thank God Harry commended the officers for their dedication and achievement. He also reaffirmed his administration commitment to youth development and job creation, emphasizes the importance of empowering young people to contribute meaningfully to national growth and security. He praised the officers for their resilience, dedication and discipline during training, describing them as a special citizens now entrusted with safeguarding Nigeria's territorial integrity. And in his vote of thanks on behalf of the newly commissioned Delta officers, Flying Officer P.E. Ejiviojo thanked the governor for the state's strong delegation and the reception he hosted in their honor. The delegation included top officials from the Ministry of Youth, Communications, Political and Security Services, as well as representatives. A High Court sitting in Ibadan, Oyo State, has granted an interim injunction in an ex parte motion filed by the elected chairman of Osun State. The court order restrains a bank from releasing, paying out or tampering with funds deposited in the accounts of 30 local government areas in Osun State. Justice Ladinron Akintola gave the ruling at a sitting in Ibadan where he agreed that the matter requires urgent judicial intervention. The claimants, led by Sarad Fadun Awotunde and 5 others on behalf of all the 30 council chairmen and councillors in Osun State, argue that unless the court intervenes urgently, the fund could be dissipated illegally by the ousted chairman of the All Progressive Congress, causing an irreparable damage to the lawful administration of the council. Justice Akintola then adjourned hearing of the substantial motion on notice for interlocutory injunction to October the 9th.
So this will give the Supreme Court that respect. Hold on to the money, let the Supreme Court speak. Then everybody will...
In Cross River State, Governor Basi Otu's People's First Agenda is driving significant improvements across the state's infrastructure. The administration is focused on delivering new roads, modern schools, and upgraded healthcare facilities as part of its commitment to enhancing the quality of life for residents and fostering sustainable development. BeeTv News' Faith Ojo reports.
Upon assuming office in May 2023, Governor Bassi Otu pledged to build on the achievements of his predecessor while assuring the People First policy guides every decision. Key initiatives include road maintenance and infrastructure development.
Our concentration majorly has been to open up the main arteries in the central and also in the north.
From schools and roads to bridges and healthcare, these investments are already transforming communities and improving lives across the state. In the northern community of the state, newly constructed roads are reducing news.
The federal government has officially launched a revised national curriculum for primary and secondary schools with a renewed focus on skill development, digital literacy, entrepreneurship, and patriotism. The initiative, which was flagged off in August, aims to reduce academic overload and better equip Nigerian students with the competencies required to thrive in the modern job market. BeeTv News' Faith Ojo has details.
The curriculum now, what I learned in school, Mali Empire, Borno Empire, Economic Empire, all those things, or your kingdom, Benin Kingdom, those things are now back. We're now learning our histories, both Igbo history, Yoruba history, Hausa history, Fulani history, even the religious history, how Islam got to Nigeria, how Christianity got to Nigeria. This is going to really help to rebuild and rebirth our national identity. And also, we've also added digital technologies. We've infused AI, robotics, and coding into our education. We're now training
Punch Online learned on Saturday from the spokesman for the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency, Babatunde Akimbiyi, that the incident occurred at about 8:30 p.m. on Friday. The trade spokesman noted that the truck has lost its brake and rammed into a tricycle conveying the 5 victims. He identified the vehicles involved as unregistered tricycle and Dangote truck with the number plate GRZ 7607XA, according to an eyewitness. The truck lost its brake and rammed into the tricycle, but unfortunately, the driver was not observant that he had collided with the tricycle until its tire crushed the tricycle and passengers. He noted that upon receipt of the incident, the acting trace head Adebayo Omonayajo and the Ilaro Divisional Trace Commander Salako Idowu led a rescue team to the scene. He added that residents of the community has attempted to attack the rescue team, but the intervention of security agencies brought the situation under control. This is not the first incident involving a Dangote truck in fatal crashes. And now to business news. Wema Bank PLC has launched the 2025 edition of its annual Teachers Day Challenge ahead of International Teachers Day on October 5th. The initiative themed Wema at 80 Teachers Day Challenge aimed to honor teachers who have made long-standing impacts on generations of students. Let's join BeeTv News Esoyo Osemige for more details from Business World.
Participants, students, and graduates of any age are required to post an 80-second video on social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, highlighting a teacher's positive influence. Entries must mention the teacher's name, school tag, Wema Bank, and use the hashtag Wema Bank at 80 Teachers Day and hashtag Teachers Day with a legacy of impact. Eligible teachers may be from primary, secondary, or tertiary institutions. The challenge will result in a short list of 10 teachers, from which 3 will receive significant cash awards, while 2 others development through education. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has issued a directive mandating food manufacturers in Nigeria to eliminate industrially produced trans fatty acids from all food products within 18 months. The directive forms a part of a newly unveiled national roadmap aimed at mitigating public health risks associated with trans fat, which are linked to heart disease, stroke, and premature death. The roadmap includes product reformulation, enhanced laboratory testing capacity, regulatory monitoring, public education, and cross-sectoral collaboration. The 18-month transition period is intended to give manufacturers time to deplete existing inventory and reformulate products to comply with the new standards. The new policy builds on Nigeria's recognition by the World Health Organization (WHO) in 2023 for adopting best practice policies in trans fat elimination. The roadmap is expected to support Nigeria in achieving full WHO validation and becoming a regional leader in public health reforms. Globally, countries such as Denmark, Saudi Arabia, and India have successfully implemented similar bans or strict limits on trans fat. Farmers, civil society organizations, and community leaders have called on the federal government to suspend the implementation of a $2.5 billion livestock investment agreement with Brazilian agribusiness firm JB, actors, including traditional rulers and local farmers. Concerns raised includes potential environmental degradation, community displacement, and socio-economic disruption. The workshop was convened by the Youth in Agrology and Restoration Network in collaboration with several advocacy groups. A joint commune urged the government to publish the full content of the MOU and conduct proper public consultations before implementation. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BeeTv News.
Moving on to global news. Japan's ruling Conservative Party has chosen 64-year-old Sani Takachi as its new leader, paving the way for her to become the country's first female prime minister, known for her strong right-leaning views. Takachi inherits a party weakened by recent scandals and internal division, and now faces the task of rebuilding unity within its rank. BeeTv News Favor Kolawole has details.
In addition to political challenges, she must address Japan's struggling economy marked by persistent inflation and stagnant wages affecting many households. On the international front, if confirmed as prime minister, she will be responsible for managing strained U.S.-Japan relations and overseeing the implementation of a tariff agreement made with Trump's administration. Last month, Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, whose tenure lasted just a year, announced that he would step down after a series of election defeats that saw the Liberal Democratic Party governing coalition lose its majority in both chambers of parliament. Takaichi has been a long-term admirer of Britain's first female Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher. She is now ever closer to fulfilling her Iron Lady lies. She will likely be confirmed by Parliament, although not automatically predecessors, because the ruling party is in a much weaker position now.